actually come out and vote. So we support the government proposal to lower to the age of 18, but we want to make it automatic. They don't have to go and register because most of them will be students. At the age of 18, probably they're in the lower six, upper six, matriculation or junior colleges. Yeah? So we would like to propose, and I've been informed that the government have no objection to that. So that's we really welcome if they really accept our proposal to make it automatic for those reaching the age of 18. They are automatically eligible as voters. But at the same time, this is going to be a constitutional amendment which needs a two-thirds majority. I think it is good for the government to sit down with the opposition, because this is not a question of government interest or opposition interest or any particular political party interest. This is national interest. So if we can agree on the 18, I hope they can also agree to make it automatic registration, and then that refers to perkara 119 dalam perlembagaan. But that you have to read perkara 47. Perkara 47 in relation to qualification to become a candidate. So if you have the right to vote, you also have the right to be voted. Dicalon dan mencalonkan. So we are of the opinion. In fact, we have discussed with PAS yesterday, and we also had discussion with Sarawak, and all the three blocks have reached a consensus. We want it to be done, all the three aspects simultaneously. Lower the voting age to 18, automatic registration, and 18 will be the new qualifying age to become a candidate. If government can agree to that, we will support government motion. If they just propose only part of that, we are going to reject the motion, and we are going to submit a private bill to Parliament for the amendment.
You think it's too young for them to become the candidate?
Well, that is the qualification age, but it's up to the political party to choose somebody who is 94 or 18. So it doesn't matter. If we feel that they are too young, don't feel them as a candidate.
Parti masing-masing akan menentukan siapa yang layak jadi calon. So kalau ada parti yang nak calonkan yang umur 18, kita alu-alukanlah. Sebab sekarang ni peranan anak muda begitu penting. Dunia kita telah berubah. So kita alu-alukan pandangan daripada orang muda. Perlu di parlimen kita, sebagaimana sekarang ni, ahli-ahli parlimen dah ada yang umur muda, termasuk Menteri Sukan sendiri. So kita tengok bahawa pandangan anak muda sekarang ni adalah diperlukan.
Boleh benefit kerjasama UMNO PAS. Ada new voter.
Yang isu mana?
Voter untuk 18 tahun.
Itu kita setuju semalam, kita dah sebut. UMNO, PAS dan juga GPS setuju 3 perkara. Pengundi umur 18, pendaftaran automatik dan juga kelayakan jadi calon itu daripada 21 kepada 18.
Kita menyokong, tetapi kita bagi syaratlah automatic registration. Saya nak bagi kenapa automatic registration. You don't look at yourself in the city, where you can be you are accessible to all the offices around. You can drive your car and reach there. But can you imagine the people in the rural area, especially in Sarawak and Sabah? Particularly in Sarawak, you got to travel miles and miles of road, and you don't have the registration of it. And how do you do that? So the best thing would be automatic registration. So we support this bill because the whole country of the world, almost, I mentioned it, nearly 90% countries of the world has already gone down to either 16, 17 or 18, mostly on the 18. So we cannot be left out. This is one. The second thing, the education of our young people already reaching the stage whereby they already can understand what is right and wrong. They should be able to understand that. And they should be matured enough to understand what the voting is for. Well, there are several stages of the bill. You must remember that, yeah? The first reading, second reading, the debate, and then the voting. Then they go into the amendment to ask for the automatic registration. When they ask for automatic registration, then the amendment is up to the MP to decide after that whether they want to support the third reading or not. Remember, the third reading, they can debunk the whole law, and the Pakatan Harapan will still fail. That is why they must listen also. But then at the end of the day, still people want to vote for the law, and there is no automatic registration done. That shows the government doesn't want to hear the voices of the people in the rural area. So they try to marginalize the rural area, enfranchise the rural voters, 18 and above.
If the 18 is applicable, mean those sitting in Form 2 now is eligible to vote on the next general election. So either they are aware about what is politics or not, that is a problem. So the SPR should go to the ground, then talk with the public.
But do you think that those teenagers are mature enough to vote?
Well, 18 should be mature because most of the country in this world, they apply for 18.
But
why we will support the amendment
Well, I will support them, but most important thing,
with or without?
with condition, the registration must be automatic.
Okay.
So will be fair to everybody.
So you have to have approved the you or the opposition.
Actually, this motion firstly will table by Syed Siddiq, but it changed to the Prime Minister. Well, I managed to spoke to Syed Siddiq. I said the important thing, the voters must be automatic registered. That's very important.
So how about the sensitive response to you?
He said yes, but I don't know if they make a U-turn.
But what was the main reason for automatic registration?
Well, soon those who 18, they are eligible to vote. You don't need to go to rush to go to register everywhere. That is the most important thing. Mostly the Malay voters, they are lazy to register themselves.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
What do you think about the political awareness of the youth and what do they
Well, I think the young voters, they are aware about politics. We have a social media, everything. Then some of them here become the minister like Syed Siddiq, 25 years old, already appointed as a minister.
Jadi ini satu cadangan yang kita boleh lihat, dan mengenai automatic registration ini memerlu juga kita untuk melihatkan peruntukan SPR yang mengenai to reduce this to allow them to vote at the age and also automatic registration. I think this is the process that we have to actually consider also, right?
So will the government file another bill to?
Oh no,
for the
we can still do this. Constitutional amendment if required to allow this 18 years old to become a calon. I mean, it can come in the next parliamentary sitting, right? And
So
of course, all the constitutional amendment we also have to do constitutional amendment to the peraturan on this SPR. We have to do that, and then to allow all this process to be effective. So after this constitutional amendment on Article 119, we will look into the constitutional amendment on the other peraturan also. So I hope that opposition's member can allow and consider this issue that the constitutional amendment that are required to be done. Right?
Datuk, maknanya usul ni kekal dengan 1191 saja?
Setakat ini permintaan telah pun dibuat oleh pihak pembangkang dan saya telah pun hanya dimaklumkan pagi tadi, jadi saya tak sempat lagi untuk berbincang dengan pihak Jemaah Menteri dalam perkara ini.
Tapi tadi Tan Sri Annuar Musa, the Secretary, he said that if the government did not enforce the automatic voter registration and 47, then he will reject it lah.
They can say anything lah. I say I'm going into the day one to hear the first reading, which is going to take place in about a few minutes from now, and then the second reading and the third reading will be done, I hope, around 16th of July. So by then, I think we have about 10 days to see how these things will move lah, right, in the next 10 days or so.
So Datuk nak confirm Datuk, hanya 119.1 saja itu
Buat setakat ini untuk pinjaan bacaan pertama hanya tertakluk kepada 119.
Possible jawatan kuasa to amend lah. Jawatan kuasa. To insert.
Datuk Reading to insert because the other thing to allow those 18 years old to become the candidates will require constitutional amendment. That one I think can be done in the next sitting.